Hey folks, Jiminy Critic here with another movie review for you, and you know, I'm sad to say, not happy about today's review, not happy with the movie that I saw to give you today's review, but that's one of the pitfalls and perils of being a movie critic. You got to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I think I've seen one of the ugly of 2011. The movie is titled Sanctum. That's right, kind of a cool title, Sanctum. You know, you kind of think of inner workings of a church building or something quiet or serene or peaceful, or where your thoughts can be collected, or a place where things are hidden and kept in a sanctum. Well, the basic, first of all, I've got to say, this is big deal produced by James Cameron, and of course he's brought us all sorts of movies. Way back in the 80s, I was even thinking of a better movie than this one I like, called The Abyss. You've got Titanic, of course, Avatar a couple of years back. A big explosion, now the biggest box office hit in Titanic, right behind it, that he's directed or written or produced. He's behind this movie Sanctum. He didn't direct it directly, but it's a shot on 3D film. And I'm telling you what, I happened to see this movie Sanctum in its 3D glory, and I would have enjoyed it much more in a regular 2D version. The colors would have been brighter. The underwater scenes would have still looked as beautiful. Here's the basic premise of the story. You got Richard Roxburgh starring in this movie, Ian Grifod, and you know, the more I see this guy, he was the rubbery, stretchy guy from Fantastic Four, the less I like him in movies. I mean, he's delivering lines in this movie like, "Have some humanity, man!" And I mean, I probably did that better than he did. Yeah, I just don't enjoy him very much. Alice Parkinson, Daniel Wiley, you know, you see you got some top-notch actors working with Cameron here. And this, yeah, I know you've never heard of any of those either. But the basic premise of this is the master diver, the guy in the movie's name is Frank McGuire, and he's been exploring South Pacific, you know, caves and spelunking and cave diving for years, and this particular time they're down in this deep, dark hole, and I gotta say, some of the footage in getting into where this underground cave and water system is some of the most beautiful footage on film I've seen, you know, because you kind of get a helicopter bird's eye view of the foliage, and all of a sudden it just kind of opens up into this big, round, open hole that just goes down into the ground. So that's kind of cool looking. Once you get down there with the actors and actresses and stuff, that's where the movie kind of goes to pot. Cameron, I mean, the scripting is bad, the dialogue is bad. I mean, at one point you got the dying father, well, you got a father, I won't give you any clues on that, saying to his 17-year-old son, they've been fighting and tooth and nail this whole time. I gotta be tougher on the boy. No, you gotta help the boy along. That's how I'm gonna help the boy along, by being tough on him. And the kid hates his father, and the father's mad at the son. Well, there's a scene where they're working. He goes, "Just trust the caves, son. Trust the caves." What does trust the caves mean? Anyway, there's probably 6 or 7 or 8 of these divers and climbers starting off in the movie, and off they go one by one, either getting killed, crushed, drowned. Anyway, and finally it's of course just father and son left near the end of the movie, and I'm not even going to tell you how this ending happens, but there's some gift that the kid's given by his dad that he hates in the beginning of this movie that comes into play in saving the boy's life at the end of the movie. It's that corny. So Sanctum, beautiful scenery in some parts of this movie, but Cameron, I just wish you would have even brought up some 3D versions of the movie The Abyss. If we're going to get an underwater adventure, at least that was interesting, fun, and a good movie to watch. As far as Sanctum goes, stay away from it, avoid it, don't bother with it. Maybe he'll come out with another movie that we like in another couple of years, Avatar 2, or who knows, whatever. Jiminy Critic, till next time, save up your time and money for a better flick than Sanctum. Where's your humanity, man? You should have just seen him there. Oh.